Hello and welcome to Android Magazine's unboxing of the Moto G 2015. This is the latest model in Motorola's mid-range to budget market, and seeing as we've been so impressed with its previous iterations, let's see what we think of the newest model. Here you can see the box. It's a traditional Motorola box for one of their budget models, so it's cardboard rather than anything that's flashier. Got the Moto G symbol on there, nicely, neatly, efficiently packaged. Let's open the box up, and here we can see the Moto G in all its white/green glory. I'll have a quick look inside the box to see what it comes with. It has the charger cable, USB cable, and all the usual paperwork. But let's get to the important thing of the phone itself. The Moto G 2015, which is otherwise known as the third generation model, has only just come out, available in Europe and North America, and it follows on from Motorola's other fairly successful G brands, all of which have been reviewed in Android Magazine and have got almost universally fantastic results. It has a 5-inch display, as you can see here, and it runs 1280 by 720 pixels. And so that's a screen resolution of 294 pixels per inch, which is pretty good. I mean, nowhere near the kind of the flagship numbers that, say, the Moto X or the Samsung Galaxy S6 would be getting, but still, really kind of mid to high range. Okay, let's peel the plastic off and turn this thing on. As with many of Motorola's mobiles, it's quite an extravagant opening. The Moto G 2015 runs Android Lollipop 5.1.1, so it's had the updates, which is pretty standard for Motorola devices. They often get their updates fairly swiftly. And it has a Snapdragon 410 1.4 GHz processor. This is only quad-core, which may be an issue for some people because a lot of the new models, especially from China in this mid-range market, such as Huawei and Xiaomi, a lot of them are running octa-core now, which just gives it that little extra edge. One thing we did notice when we were testing this is that it is a little bit slow on times, and benchmarking score wasn't that high. It ships with Google Now, and you got the your standard suite of apps. So yeah, you're not gonna find any real surprises here. If you jump into the settings, you will be able to see, again, usual menu, and this model has 16 gig of RAM to start with, but you can see you get 12 gig left over once all the stock apps are involved. So really 12 gig isn't too bad, again, when we have to keep stressing for a phone in this price bracket. The two cameras you get are really good high quality cameras. You get a 5 megapixel camera on the front with an f2.2 aperture, which lets in an awful lot of light and gives a really good user experience. And on the back, you've got a 13 megapixel camera with a f2.0 aperture, which again is more than generous for a phone. Now, talking of the back, we will flip it round and you'll see one of probably the coolest things about the Moto G. Look at that. Bright, garish, attention-seeking, but it just screams, look at me, look at me. A lot of people will be turned off by this. It's got a strangely scratchy, textured back, so it's definitely going to polarize opinion, but we like it here at Android Magazine, and I hope you do too. We have dual speakers on the front, top and bottom. Now, again, this is a really good feature. We like the dual speakers, we like front-facing speakers, but the sound does become a little bit tinny at times, and so they possibly could have done a little bit more work here. One of the Moto G's coolest features that we also have to mention is the reason for the glass of water here. It is waterproof. So dip it in there, waggle it around. It really doesn't matter because this thing will continue to work even when it's been dunked in a glass of water. So there we have it, the Moto G 2015, the third generation. We've loved all its predecessors. We really like this one. There are a few issues about it. The full review can be read in Android Magazine issue 55, which is available online and in stores now. And yes, a very interesting offering from Motorola. Thank you for watching this video and check our YouTube channel for even more. Cheerio, goodbye.